Now, most important in the planning process is you have to have a business plan. Well, what is a business plan? It's a written description of a new venture to include the objectives and the steps to attain that plan. A well-prepared business plan answers the following question. What's the purpose and mission of this business? What products, goods, or services will the business provide, and who is our target market? Who are my competitors? What is my competitive advantage, and how will my business be more successful? How much money do I need to get started? Where do I secure the money to finance my new venture? What are the potential revenues, expenses, and profits? How do I control my business? What are possible expansion plans? So you want to have an executive summary, an introduction, the location and layout, the operations, marketing, human resources, accounting, controls, and financing. And it looks something like this. This is a common type of business plan. I'll leave that for a few minutes for you to read, and feel free to pause if you want to. There are different strategic plannings. Strategic plan is long-term planning, usually done by higher level management that usually covers the span of maybe 3, 5, 10, or even more years. Short-range planning is those that are less than a year. And specialized planning is very short-range planning, maybe weekly production or monthly or quarterly. Or it could be a preventive maintenance planning. Supervisory planning for resource use, planning for the best use of resources, efficient use of space, make sure you have use of other physical resources, use and security of materials, supplies, merchandise, and data, a safe work environment, full use of all your human resources, having employee work schedules, and you have to plan those, improvement in work procedures and methods if needed, and scheduling and project planning. Full use of human resource requires developing plans for recruiting, selecting, and training employees, usually done by HR, searching for better ways to group activities, training employees in the proper and safe use of all those materials associated with their job, and having a hazmat book, supervising employees with an understanding of the complexities of human needs and motivation, communicating effectively, and appraising the employees' performances, recognizing their achievement, promoting those employees who deserve that extra promotion, adequately compensating and rewarding employees, and mainly just taking just and fair disciplinary action. Employee work schedules, overtime, and absences. Overtime should be considered an exception and only an emergency measure. But you still need to plan for anticipated absences like vacation and holidays. Alternative work schedule plans could be flex time, part time, job sharing, telecommuting, working from home, etc. Employee work schedules, part time and temporary employment, you might do with agency hires or have interim employees. You want improvement in work procedures and methods. So the question to ask when procedures and methods need updating, number one, is each operation needed? What's the reason for each operation? Can one operation be combined with another? Are the steps performed in the best sequence? Are there any avoidable delays? Again, the what if contingency plan. Planning inventory. To reduce the cost of maintaining large inventories, many firms use inventory control techniques that better plan the inflow of materials needed for production, and nothing more. Just-in-time inventory control system is one that schedules materials to arrive precisely when they're needed in the production process, thereby not tying up a lot of money and taking up a lot of space. Kanban, you'll see in the quality section, but it's another name for a just-in-time inventory control system. The Gantt chart, used in project management often for planning. It's a graphic scheduling technique that shows the activity to be scheduled on the vertical axis and the needed completion dates on the horizontal axis. There's also the program and evaluation and review technique called PERT. It's a flowchart for managing large programs and projects that show all the necessary activities with estimates of the time needed to complete each activity and the sequential relationship of those activities. What has to be done first, what things could be done at the same time, etc. Crisis planning is planning for the unthinkable and its consequences. What, again, we refer to as a contingency plan. It's a proactive approach to crisis management, how to handle it, how to avoid it. It needs to be an integral part of every organization's long and short-term planning. You have to consider the what-ifs. It involves supervisors in anticipating what must be done to adjust if any circumstances or priorities change rapidly. It also allows supervisors to use their information-getting and information-giving skills to help employees prepare for and address any crisis. In the real world, it's called contingency plans. These are alternative plans to be implemented if some uncontrollable event should occur. You have to think of what might go wrong, how can I prevent it from happening, and if it does occur, what can I do to minimize it? It's what we call the what-if plan. Watching this, I hope you'll take time and look at Business Planning Part 1 and Business Planning Part 2. Thank you and have a great day.